The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
If you only knew the power of the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, I am. I'll be back.
What's up?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yo, don't say that.
It's a trap! The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few.
or the one.
Other one.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Look at Space Cat.
Live long and prosper.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Whoa, don't say that.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Take it away.
Goodbye.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
I see dead people.
So what? You said that.
Why so serious?
I volunteer as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
Chewie. We're home.
I'm one with the force. The force is with me. I'm one with the force, and the force is with me.
Force is with me. I'm one with God, and God is with me.
I'm one with the force.
What do
and the
you
force
say,
is
to
with me.
guys? Is the Force with you today? Welcome to the weekly All for Sci-Fi webcast. I'm your host, Eric Walker, and next to me is...
Captain Trickster, just don't call me late for nothing.
Don't call him Nate late for nothing, especially for dinner.
That's
yes.
right.
We're all home. Yes, that's always good. Yes,
Yes.
it is. Nice to see you, Mike.
Yes, Mike,
I'm getting better every day, getting stronger. I've lost about 15 pounds,
which is great.
so I guess I look better.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay, might make my wife happy.
That's true.
But one of the things that I was working on, and I keep adding things to it, is this new Ahsoka theme. And in tribute to the Ahsoka finale, I'm not done with it, but I'm going to play a snippet of it. Here it goes. Put a little bit of John Williams in here too. See if you catch it. Thanks, Mike. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. It's going to pick up later. Need to use different horns here. I started to use them. taste of the Ahsoka theme that I'm still working on, because the show really inspires me. It's a great show, and we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the Ahsoka finale.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things we're talking about today. We're also going to talk about the premiere of Loki season 2, episode 1.
Yep.
Invasion, of course, is still continuing, and Captain Richter has a kind of a for the creator. He's going to do a short review for that as well. He got a chance to see it.
Great movie.
Oh, it's giving you Blade Runner vibes. Sure, yeah. The horns need to be played a little slower and beefed up for sure. Anyway, let's get started. Oh, this week, any news coming out? Okay, we got Loki. Big. Us making a big stupid mistake. We kept saying that Lower Deck starts next month, but it's already been on for 6 episodes.
Oh, that's definitely true. Yeah.
So we actually watched all 6 episodes. So we might go ahead and start including Lower Decks. They're all lieutenant junior grades now. It's a great show. I'm loving it. So we don't have enough time to talk about it today, but next week we'll go ahead and add not Loki, but
Lower Deck.
Yes, Lower Decks. Yes, face blued, wide eyes. Funny. That guy's funny. And on today's show, today's unboxing is, I love Lower Decks too, Mike. I agree. Today's unboxing is, it's Darth Maul from the Star Wars Black Series Gaming Greats. Darth Maul, Old Master. And this is from Battlefront 2. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this one today, if you've not seen it. So we'll do that as well, probably right before Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay. We have something coming out, a movie coming out this month. Oh, is Dune coming out in October?
I thought it was
Dune 2?
I thought you said it was.
I don't know. I don't know if they pushed it or not again, but I know it was supposed to come out sometime in October, Dune 2, and that looks pretty good.
Might be coming out this next weekend.
Yeah, we need to check on that. Mike might already know this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get started. What do you want to do first?
Let's do Invasion.
Invasion. Okay. Invasion. It's this season is way better than last season. Last season was okay. It was a little slow for me, but I'm kind of, I'm liking where it's going with the aliens, and I'm trying to conquer them. It's more sci-fi with that lady who has the thing that looks like from the abyss. That creature, which is an alien, and that's kind of interesting. This episode, it was kind of a filler episode. She's trying to find her daughter. The kids over in Paris are trying to get out. They found, what's that? Casper is his name?
Casper, yes.
They found Casper, and he finally woke up from his coma. We didn't give a rating. All for Sci-Fi official rating of this week of an Invasion gets an official 4.50 stars. What do you give it, Captain Richter?
I agree with you.
Okay.
On this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely worth 4.5 stars. It's felt like a filler episode. How many episodes do we have left? What episode was that on?
That was 6.
6. I think there's 10.
I think
is
so.
There 10?
Yeah. I think it's 3 or 4 more.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm really liking Invasion this year. I definitely recommend season 2, season 1. Okay, if you want to watch it.
Season 1's iffy.
Yeah, it had good moments of excitement, but it's okay. Also, let's anything else? What was your favorite scene in this episode?
The very end when the guy was climbing down into the hole.
Okay.
I like when he beat up that guard.
Oh, okay.
Who got caught off guard. So he wasn't watching.
Well, I mean, you don't want me to promote violence on the show, and your favorite thing is some guy beating someone up. Way to go, Captain Richter.
Oh, yes.
My favorite scene on this week's episode was when the kid made the creature bow down to him and stop attacking him. That was my favorite scene. Okay. Well, there's not much to talk about. Like the show.
Yeah.
It's moving along. Yeah. Let's jump into Loki.
Yep.
Episode 2, season 2. I'm sorry. Episode 1. And let's give the official All for Sci-Fi rating. I'm going to give this episode an official All for Sci-Fi rating of 4.60 stars. What do you give it?
I'm gonna agree with you on this one.
Yeah.
I thought about giving a bit higher, but I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like the characters Loki? Who doesn't like the other characters? He's trapped basically in time. He's time slipping. It was a pretty good episode, but I don't want to give it a 5-star. I gave it 4.6.
No.
I want to save it. I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with He Who Remains. How are they going to bring that guy back when they fired him from everything? I saw a statue,
Yeah.
but there's plenty of actors that look like him. Or maybe they will bring him back.
Who knows?
But the statue definitely looks like the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And they're learning more and more and more about it. And Mike agrees. He says 4.6. So, yeah, that's great.
That's great.
Hey, Darth Sidious.
Hi, Darth.
Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Wow. And my favorite part was the fact that they're giving Short Round more work.
Yes.
From Indiana Jones, Key Kwan, or that he's such a great guy, man. Such a nice guy. So deserving of, when he won the Academy Award for that other movie, and now he's in this. I'm just, it's great because he was a kid actor that just disappeared forever. And sometimes the industry does it too, but suddenly he's popping up again, and that's great.
That's true.
Yeah. And he was a good element. He was a nice new element.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen you in 400 years. It's been 400 years. Like, really?
Really? That long?
They live forever?
Man, I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I like the part when he was bleeping in and out of everything, going from the past back to the present.
Well,
or was it the future to the present?
Well, I like the new character. That's my favorite part. And when he was talking about how if they're not careful, it's going to meld his face, and Loki be lost forever. That was funny.
That was funny. Yeah.
That was my favorite part. Show's great, Kevin Feige. Keep it going. Keep the action going. Do the best you can. I know sometimes, the Secret Invasion was okay, but it was good for a couple episodes. But this show still is on the money. What's that actor's name? Tom Hiddleston?
Tom Hamilton.
No, it's
Starts with an H.
That's what I said. I think I said his name right. Mike would know.
Hiddleston?
Oh, Sylvie too. Yeah.
What's
going on with Sylvie? What is going on with Sylvie?
They are gonna make a new Moon Knight season 2 also.
That would be great.
I don't know if it's coming out in 2024 or if it's going to come out in 2025. They haven't said yet.
Yeah.
But now since the writer strike is over.
Yeah, it's Tom Hiddleston. I said it right. Okay. Mike said the same thing. Yeah. He is a great actor, isn't he? You just like watching him on screen.
Yeah, that's true.
Even Owen Wilson, who's playing, Mobius, just like watching him on screen. They're like a great duel.
Two peas in the same pod.
Yeah, it's unlike the bromance Captain Rickster and I have, because we're not two peas in a pod at all. We're like, rah, 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 rah.
That's right. We're two separate pods.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great characters together for sure.
Yes.
That guy's name, Jonathan Majors, who had gotten a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, He Who Remains.
We'll see.
Yeah, he might be back. It says it has his name's on the credits here. It looks like.
Well, I think this was filmed before he got in trouble.
Yeah, but Ki Hu Kwan is definitely
new character.
A great. Let me see if I could say cast real quick. No, it's not naming him right now in it. So that might have been first season thing I was looking at.
Probably.
Yeah, love the show. Love everything about it. Not much more to say about it. I said my favorite part. You said your favorite part. Does anybody else have a favorite part out there? Well, that's true. I mean, I just don't get this, when and I'm not going to put myself out there, but when you're famous, women throw themselves at you.
Oh, did it happen to you?
I'm not going to talk. I keep things. I don't talk about stuff that happened in the past, but I wasn't a very good boy. I could tell you that. That's why I had to get baptized and get married to my
That's
wife.
true.
So that doesn't make any sense to me.
What's that?
It's like the women are trying to set the men up.
Oh,
And
that's
maybe
what-
not.
that's what they're doing
Maybe
now.
if there was more than one allegation, yeah, maybe he is a predator and he's doing stuff.
Could be.
I have a good friend named Anthony Anderson who's on Blackish. I went to high school with him, and he almost got in trouble for something somewhere in Georgia or something like that, and he ended up dropping it
Mm-hmm.
because Anyway,
no evidence.
Let's not talk about that anymore. Hey, Captain Rickster, let's let you lead in and go ahead and talk about The Creator.
Oh, The Creator. Creator is actually a great movie. If you haven't seen it yet, turn off the thing and come back later after you watch it. But Creator was good. It's about the AI and humans. Good. I enjoyed it. But there was
Sorry about that. Go ahead and start all over.
no. Wait,
Because
cancel me off?
No, because the main mic is on my line. And I tried to go to close up with you. We got to get this fixed
I
because
think
I want to
so,
be able to
yes.
go to close ups.
Anyway, Creator is good. I rated 4.50. It's humans and AI living together. But the problem is, though, someone is accusing the AI of dropping an A bomb on LA, which they didn't do, according to all the AI, because all they want to do is they don't hurt humans. They want to live with them and be happy. So anyway, there's the war between the AI and them. And so they were actually the AI was winning the war. So they were just getting humans were getting this one colonel or general was kind of getting uppity about it, and he didn't like it. So he was trying to kill them all. But my biggest thing is how they make those humans into AI because they have like a thing go through here in a hole in their neck, and it swirls around like this where they makes them think and walk and do everything. So it's a kind of advanced AI. It's really good. So I would go out and I recommend go out seeing it if it's still in the theater. My best part was when the man and the woman who were in he's half biotic because he has a leg and an arm that's AI, but they have a child, and that child was the source of the AI that's supposed to be able to wipe out the rest of the humans, but that's not what she was programmed for. She was programmed for love and everything else, but they decided to destroy the big giant ship they had up there in the heavens that was dropping bombs and all that stuff on them.
Mike says he's like Anakin and Vader with robot parts.
That's about true, yes.
And he said it was human error. It's
definitely human error.
That's human.
Because that's what the AIs were saying. It wasn't us, it was them. They're the one who dropped the A bomb on them, and they were rounding them up and crushing them and killing them and all that stuff. But a lot of them escaped, and they went out to the different parts of the lands and stuff like that.
Is it on just Earth, or is it in a different world?
No, it's on Earth only.
Well, because one of the things that I heard was it only had an $80 million budget. It didn't have hardly any money, but it still looked like a big budget movie.
It did. It really did. And it's awesome. Really. So, but they did destroy that ship, and that was killing all the AI and the humans around them. So yes, it's really great. I can't say enough about it.
Well, I'm going to have to watch it.
Yes.
Mike says she used her embryo as the basis of the AI solution to destroy that ship that was killing all the AI and the humans around them.
That's right. That's what it was.
He said it looked amazing, even though it had an $80 million budget.
Yes, it was amazing.
This guy directed Rogue One.
Yes, he did.
And I think his name was it Gareth Edwards?
I think so.
And I think that's his name. Mike would tell me. But this guy needs to direct more movies for
Yes,
sure.
he does.
If he could do stuff on an $80 million budget like this,
He also directed Lucy too.
well, a lot of people don't care that much about Lucy, but he directed Rogue One.
He did direct Rogue One. That is definitely true.
Which is a lot of people's favorite Star Wars of the new stuff, other than Ahsoka now.
So I'd go out there and watch it if you haven't seen it yet, people. It's a great movie.
All right. Captain Rickster gives it 4.60. Okay, let's jump right into the unboxing here. Here is from the Gaming Greats. This is the old mall from Battlefront 2. Actually, I didn't even open it, so I'm going to just tear it apart. I always, when I do an unboxing, I always take the box, because I buy two, one for the unboxing, but the one that looks nicer, I keep for my collection and don't open. That's why my collection keeps getting bigger behind me. So. And then sometimes they send us stuff too.
Yes.
So
Come on, be a savage.
this is interesting because it's like packaged. It's a package within a package. They're starting to do this. I noticed recently. They're wrapping them up even inside there, which is kind of weird.
Great.
You think that's good?
I think so too. Yeah, we want to
wrap
lose
them again because usually they were loose. They weren't. They didn't have other stuff.
That
on
way
it
you
like
won't.
this.
That way you won't lose the parts.
Right. Like Margot's texting me right now as we're doing the show. I don't even think I told her I was sick.
I don't think anybody did.
Well, I haven't really been announcing it that much.
True. But when we see
I
her,
don't want people to worry about me.
oh, everybody worries about you, including Mike.
Well, we told a few select people.
I know. He was one we told. And Mike's a great friend, so.
Okay. It was a close call, guys.
Yes, it was.
I mean, not that close, but I mean,
it was close.
If I had went in there like a week later, we wouldn't be speaking probably. But it's something you could take care of. I'm now believing I got it in London, guys, because I was shaking 1,000 hands that weekend, and I wasn't being smart and like using that ad. Because before, when I was at conventions, I would use
antiseptic.
That antiseptic thing every time I shook someone's hand because we were COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We were just coming out of COVID, so we were trained to do that. But we're so far away from COVID, and then I go to London and I get a bacterial infection.
Yes, it's even worse.
I don't know if it's worse than COVID.
No, COVID's even worse, but
well, maybe not the newer strains that are weak. Hey, Stan Solo here. Thank you, Mike.
Stan.
I love you too.
Hey, wait a minute. What about me, Mike?
He meant you too. Jeez, Captain Rickster.
Just giving you a bad time. There's a saber.
What else is there? I think I just dropped another saber. There was two.
Yeah, there was two sabers in there. I saw it.
This thing, the way it's weird the way they package this thing. But here he is right here in all his glory from Battlefront Gaming Greats.
Mm-hmm.
Try to focus on it.
Thanks, Mike.
I am Darth Maul. He looks different, because he's the games. He's
last is the Sith.
No, he's not going to ever be. The Sith will always be here. Wow, the articulation on this is amazing, guys. Woo! Check it out, Captain Rickster. Show him.
Oh yeah, it's better than some
I
of
miss
them.
hanging out with you too, Mike. I'm thinking about. I'm not going to promise you, but I'm thinking about going before Halloween because I didn't want to miss. I don't know how long do they keep the Halloween stuff, and then they switch it over to Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Up till the 31st.
What, after the 1st of November?
Yeah, no, 31st of October. Then they take it down, and November 1st comes out Christmas. Or
they don't do Thanksgiving, right?
They don't do Thanksgiving, no. No, they don't do a turkey.
Saber. Wow. This is like his saber. It's kind of got a interesting design.
It's a double-bladed one, isn't it?
Is it?
I think
that's
so.
why the other one fell on the floor.
Yeah. You missed that one.
Well, it just fell. It is double bladed though.
Yes.
For this side, but it's pretty cool looking.
So what you're reading on it?
Okay, as you know, we give it's changing. So yeah, let's try to go before the 31st so I could see the Halloween stuff.
Yes.
I don't know how long I'll be there, but why not try? This version of Maul is from the game Battlefront 2. It says, and it just listed as old Maul on it's looks like this. This is the one I didn't open that I'm keeping. But if you see, it says gaming. It's hard to see it, but it says
Gaming Greats.
Gaming Greats Battlefront 2.
What number is it?
Star Wars Battlefront 2. Darth Maul Old Master. This is one it's called.
There's a number down below.
It's number 23 in
Okay.
this series from the Gaming Greats.
Yeah.
So it has great articulation though.
Mm-hmm.
And he moves kind of good. And like he said, he has robot legs.
Yes.
Because he lose his legs or something like that.
Yes, he lost his legs.
You know. Anyway, I'm going to give it the official All for Sci-Fi 0 to 5 stars, just like the shows. I'm going to go ahead and give it a. I like it. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. I'm not going to give it 5.
No, I'm going to give it 4.6 though.
Okay.
Because it has great truck, like you said, it has
the articulation was better than almost every single toy I've opened recently.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get into Ahsoka, the exciting part, which you guys have all been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier on the show, if you missed it, I was playing part of the new Ahsoka theme that I'm writing. So you could go back and watch that part of the show later in case you missed it. So I was playing a piece that I'm writing that I got inspired by Kevin Kiner, and I added some John Williams in there. So go ahead and take a listen to it. Before we jump into Ahsoka, I want to talk about this. Just announced the other day, it's official, Yub Nub, The Forgotten Ewok Adventures, and it's a full-length feature documentary. I read this guy, this 21-year-old award-winning filmmaker. He did a documentary about King Kong. Contacted me, told me how all his childhood he watched the Ewok movies. It was the first. It was his first Star Wars experience. And I get that a lot. A lot of people saying that was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw. And I'm humbled by it. And I like to help out young filmmakers. And this stuff has been sitting in storage for 40 years that I gave him. It is behind the scenes footage of us filming the movie. It's a lot of my private stills in my private collection. We're also doing brand new interviews with most of the cast and crew. Thank you guys. Thank you guys if you're backing it. Most of the cast and crew, myself have been interviewed. I interviewed Kevin Thompson. Nikki Patello is coming next. Tony Cox is being interviewed. Peter Bernstein, who composed the score for the Ewok movies. I think he was in contact with Wickett's voice at one point. That Daryl guy, Henriquez or whatever his name is. I'm not sure if he's going to still do it or not because I haven't seen it anyway. Oh, thanks, Stan. I appreciate that. Thank everybody for backing it. Because filmmaking is not cheap, by the way. And we got a lot more interviews to do, and we might have a very, very, very big interview, but I'm not allowed to announce it yet. Okay, not until it happens. I'm not going to announce that interview, but if you hear about it later, you're going to be happy. But also, I was thinking about interviewing some of the crew too, like Kim Marks, the camera operator, Kirk Thatcher, who was the Ewok Wrangler, and later Kirk became a director, and he directed the Muppets Haunted Mansion last year or so when it came out. So, yep. And just excited about it. We and it's going to be full length because we're going to talk about both Ewok movies. So even Ewoks a Battle for Endor. But thank you guys. I just want to bring it up, let you guys know the good news that I'm finally just opening up my archive, and I'm not going to let it sit there anymore because the fans deserve to watch how we did these movies. So enough about that. Now it's time. Dun, dun, dun. It's time for Ahsoka. Oh my goodness. This was single-handedly not this necessarily this episode, but this series was single-handedly the best Star Wars since probably the original trilogy. And that's because, and I caught Dave doing all kinds of things that brought back the original trilogy, just even the simple wipes that were in the first Star Wars movies, and which George, nobody did wipes in movies and stuff like that until George did it. Very innovator. But it's exciting. Let's go ahead and give it the official All for Sci-Fi rating of Ahsoka, the finale. It gets a 5-star rating from me. What do you get, the Captain?
I'm going to go to 5+++.
Okay, there you go. And it was quite exciting, you know, seeing all these different characters. You know, of course, this is going to be sad because Rey is no longer with us. But it was great that Claudia Black was back. You know, she was one of the Night Sisters. And
I wonder who they're going to replace Rey with.
Of course, Thrawn. I liked Thrawn a lot. I really did. I thought he did a good job. I think people are giving him a hard time, like he gained some weight, but he's older, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And then at the end of the movie,
ooh, you see,
we saw what might have been a Mortis god.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thinks that other one to the right, well, some people do think the one to the right was Snoke, but I doubt it. But I mean, even when he first started, when Rey showed up, it was like, bam, 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 bam. And of course, Morgan Elsbeth, even though she got that sword, the blade of Talzin.
Yep.
It didn't help her with Ahsoka.
Nope, did not help.
Okay, let's get into it. We gave the rating, and let's see what people were saying about it. They like Ray Stevenson. 5 stars, of course, Mike. Ahsoka is easily on par with The Mandalorian when it comes to the best Disney. It for sure is.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I could see why people like The Mandalorian a lot too. I really loved the first season of The Mandalorian, and it was just amazing. For sure, because it was so fresh and original. You know what was interesting? I put up that thing about the Ewok Yub Nub thing, and some person on my Facebook thing said, "You really need to get back in Star Wars, man. You need to just talk to John and tell him that in the next Mandalorian season, Mando needs to go to the forest moon of Endor and for something, and he sees the Ewoks and he sees that Mace really survived." I go, wow, that's a great concept. So why don't you go tell John?
Yeah.
But he said, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do. He's like, thank you. I guess I could send John a note and tell him your idea, but I doubt he'll do it.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that Zeb never made an appearance because didn't we see Zeb like in the last Mandalorian season?
Yes. Yeah. He wasn't the last one. That's there.
But I mean, it's just it was more stuff, and Sabine is getting she's starting to use the Force more, and she even pushed Ezra all the way up into the ship, so he finally got to go home. There was quite some battles that took place, but in the end,
they won.
No, they didn't win.
Well, they left,
but they left. And Ahsoka and Sabine are there. So what's going to happen with that? And she could see that there's some Force thing going on in the distance, and that's probably where Baylan Skull is. You know, we came up on that dog-looking horse.
Yep.
And the most amazing part of it was the Forced Ghost. That was my favorite part of this episode, was when we saw Anakin as a Force Ghost watching her.
Right.
Just like
as she was going off.
Just like Obi-Wan was watching Luke and Yoda. It was great.
Yeah, but don't forget his apprentice. She went back to the those other guys. Remember?
What?
The apprentice.
Oh, the apprentice is stuck there too. So she went to those scavengers camp.
Yeah, there's no way for her to get off the planet.
Well, we'll see what happens in season 2. Yeah. Is there going to be a season 2, or are they going to jump right into the movie, Heir to the Empire?
We'll see.
What do you guys think? I know that Heir to Empire is supposed to come out. What year did they say?
2025? Or is it 2024?
Oh, they call them Marauders. They're stealing that from Ewoks A Battle for Endor.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Hi, Dave. You're calling them Marauders, right? Did you know that the Ewoks A Battle for Endor, its overseas title in Australia was Ewoks and Marauders of Endor?
That's funny.
Okay, you think there would be a second season before they jump into the movie? Okay, possibly, because those movies take longer. But I hear that they're going to greenlight anything Dave wants to do, and he actually, I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, that he might go back and redo part of Clone Wars. It did feel like that. It left you wanting more for sure, especially when you saw the Anakin Force Ghost. And that was my favorite part. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when they were fighting. No, my favorite part is when she pushed Ezra up into the ship.
Yeah, that was
pretty cool.
Yes,
she actually really pushed her.
She really used the Force.
Yes.
And she started by grabbing her lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't get it at first.
Yep.
But I mean, she just needs to calm down,
relax, let the Force,
flow through her.
Yeah, come inside you.
And because it flows through all living things, like Yoda said.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. Stan says at Celebration, probably London or Europe. Dave was teasing about season 2, basically saying it depends on if people like season 1. Well, of course we like it.
Yes, we did.
Give us some more.
Yes, we loved it.
Yeah. Okay, your favorite part was, let's see, Mike's favorite part was Ahsoka was fighting Morgan Elsbeth. Yes, that was very
definitely good.
And then when she took her out. Yeah. I enjoyed all the lightsaber stuff. There was, maybe someone knows this, but did Ahsoka have more lightsaber duels than in any of the Star Wars movies? Except for if you want to say Attack of the Clones, because they had all those Jedi fighting at the same time. But they had a lot of them, and they were great. So, well, next week we're going to talk about, of course, Loki episode 2. We're going to talk about Invasion, whatever else comes along with the way. Yes, with both swords. Swords. Or swords.
Swords.
Or may the swords be with you. How many people have seen Spaceballs recently?
You've watched baseball.
No, I didn't. Yeah, she did have a lot of good battles.
Yes, you did.
I wanted to see Ezra have a battle, but I don't need it. You keep it. Then later he builds one, right? With the help of the droid. Okay. Well, next, again, guys, thank you guys for joining us this week. We appreciate you. As we always say at All for Sci-Fi, go out and do one act of kindness, because it'll make the world a better place. Remember, the Force will be with us always. Live long and prosper. And we'll see you back next week when we're talking about Loki and Invasion and whatever else comes along.
Yep. Well, have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day, and come back safely next week. Work hard, play safe, and we'll see you next week. Yeah. It took me a long time to figure that out too, because of how they were doing the pronunciation. So that's great, Mike. Okay, so again, see you guys next week. All for Sci-Fi signing off for now. You guys have a great week. Be safe. Be careful. There's some crazies out there. Bye-bye.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.